students. How are you? Hope you all are fine at home. Yes? So students, today we will start with another new topic. Okay? Today we will learn about working of a computer and use of a computer. Okay? In the last class, what did we study? We studied about machine, about a computer, parts of a computer, isn't it? Then we studied what are the different types of machines. Yes, then we studied about the computer parts, the input and output devices. Yes or no? Today we will study a new topic, that is working of a computer and use of a computer. Okay, today we will study how does a computer work and where are computer used, in which fields are computer used. Okay, so I will tell you the contents of this topic. What are we going to study today? So I'll begin with the contents. Okay. Students, the contents of today's topic are how to start and shut down a computer. Okay, how will you start a computer and how will you shut down a computer? Shut down means how will you close a computer. Okay, then working of a computer. How does a computer work? Okay, how will you input? How will the computer process your input and how will it give you the output, that is result? How will you get the result? Okay, then uses of a computer in different fields. Where are computer used? Okay, there it is written, see, uses of computers in different fields. Where do we use computers? We use computers at home, school, offices, banks, hospitals, police stations, railway stations and airports, for designing, hotels and restaurants and shops. Okay, so these are the contents that we will study today. So let's begin with how to start and shut down a computer. I will teach you today how will you start a computer and how will you shut down a computer. Okay? So students, here it is. How to start a computer. I will read out what it is written. Okay? You see after me, okay? What I am reading out. Pay attention, okay? See, we can start our computer by following a few simple steps. We can start our computer by following a few simple steps. Okay? The first step is switch on the main power button. First, what will you do? You will switch on the main power button. Can you see the picture beside? On the right side, can you see? There is a switchboard. Yes. First, what will you do? You will switch the main power button. Okay. After that, switch on the CPU button. After that, what will you do? Can you see? After that switchboard, there is a box like equipment there. That is CPU. Okay. I told you about CPU. What is CPU? It is Central Processing Unit. Yes or no? Yes. First, you will switch on the main power button. After that, you will switch on the CPU button. Okay. After that, switch on the monitor button. The switch that you have in the monitor button, after switching on the CPU, you will switch the button that you have in your monitor. Okay. After that, wait for the window screen to appear. Okay. First of all, you will switch on the main power button. Okay. After that, you will switch on the CPU button. After that, you will switch on the monitor button and you will wait for few minutes so that the window screen appears. Okay. So, these are the few simple steps to start a computer. Understood? Can you see the images there? First, switch on the main switch button, then on CPU, then on monitor switch, and after that wait for the window screen to appear. Okay? Now, remember, okay, very important point. You should never touch the circuit with wet hands and you should not be barefoot. You should never touch the switchboard with wet hands. Wet hands means your hands should not touch water. Okay, you should not touch water before switching on the switchboard, and you should always wear a slipper or sandal in your feet. Okay, otherwise you will get an electric shock. You should never touch the circuit with wet hands and you should not be barefoot. Barefoot means without wearing slipper or sandal. You should always wear a slipper or a sandal while switching on the switchboard. Okay? So these are the few simple steps to start a computer. Okay, students? Now let us move to the next point, that is working of a computer. After switching on the computer, how will you work in a computer? Okay. Now we will study how to work in a computer. Okay. I will read out what it is written in the slide. Okay. The working of a computer follows IPO cycle, that is input, processing and output. Okay. The working of a computer, that means how does a computer work? There is a cycle of working a computer. There is a way. How does a computer work? That is IPO cycle. It means I means input, P means processing and O means output. IPO cycle. Input, processing and output. Input means something that you type in the keyboard or you give some commands to the computer, that is input. After giving some commands into the computer, in the CPU the processing goes on. Okay. In the CPU the processing goes on. After the processing is done, after the processing, the instructions that you have given to the computer to process, after it is done, the computer gives you the result, that is output. Yes or no? First you will input something inside the computer. After that the computer will process it. And where does the processing begins? It begins in the CPU. Okay. It begins in the CPU. After inputting something, the processing will be done, and after processing, the computer will give you the result, that is output. Okay. That is known as IPO cycle. Okay. That is known as IPO cycle. Input, processing, output. Understood? Now let me tell you what is input. I will tell you what is input. It is written there, see? The instructions that we feed into the computer are called input. the instructions, the commands that we give into the computer is known as input. Okay? The mouse and the keyboard help us to give the input into a computer. And which devices help us to give input inside the computer? What are the devices? The devices are keyboard and mouse. With the help of this keyboard and mouse, we can give some instructions into a computer. We can instruct a computer to work. Understood? What are the devices by which we can give instruction in the computer? That is keyboard and mouse. Understood, students? Now let us move to the next point, that is processing. After inputting something, how will it process? How will it work inside a computer? Okay. So now processing. What is the spelling of processing written there? It is Processing. It is processing. Got it? Processing. Processing. Okay. What do you mean by processing? The Central Processing Unit, CPU. What is the full form of CPU? It is Central Processing Unit. It is written there. See. CENTRAL. Central. PROCESSING. Processing Unit. That is CPU. The Central Processing Unit works on the instructions that are entered into the computer. What it is written? The Central Processing Unit works on the instructions that are entered into the computer. Now what does it mean? The input that you have typed, the input that you have given into the computer, it needs to work or not? The computer needs to work in it. Then only you will get the result. Yes or no? And where does that working goes on? It goes on inside the CPU, which is called as brain of the computer. Whatever you study, suppose you study something, where does it go? It goes inside your brain. Yes or no? Then you memorize your work that you have studied. After that only you write in your exams. Yes or no? First you will study. That study will go into your brain. And after that, after memorizing, where will you write? In your copy or not? In the same way, first you give input in the computer. After that, that input goes into the CPU processing system. Okay? Where those instructions are being worked to give you an output. Understood? Now, what is output? It is written there, see. OUTPUT, output. The result that is displayed after processing is called output. A monitor and a printer gives the output. Now what is output? After being processed, after the work is done inside the computer, what will you get? You will get the result that you have inputted inside the computer. Yes or no? The instructions that you have given inside the computer will be processed in the CPU and later on it will give you the result in the form of output. Okay? The result that we get, the result that is displayed in your monitor screen after being processed is called as output. Okay? Now what are the devices to get an output? What are the devices? We get our output in a monitor or in a printer. Okay. The devices in which we get our output are monitor and printer. What is the spelling of monitor? M-O-N-I-T-O-R. Monitor and printer. P-R-I-N-T-E-R. Printer. Okay. Now let us study about the next point. How does a computer work in details? Okay. Students, what it is written, see? A computer does not work on its own. We have to give instruction to the computer, and these instructions are called data. The computer and its various parts work on this data to produce output. Just now I told you we need to give instruction in a computer. Yes or no? And those instructions is called as data. The instructions that we give to a computer is called as data. Okay, what it is called? It is called data. D-A-T-A. Data. Okay. A computer does not work its own. A computer never works of its own. Why? Because it is a machine. Yes or no? It is not a human being. It is a machine. It cannot work of its own. We need to give instruction to the computer to work. And the instructions that we give to the computer to work is known as data. Okay. The computer and its various parts work on this data to produce output. After giving the instruction to the computer parts work in this data to give us what? To give us result, to give us output. Can you see? There it is written input, processing, then output. First you will give input, then the computer will work in it, that is it will process in it. Okay, then it will give us the result, that is it will give us the output. Okay, so this is working of a computer. This is how a computer works. Understood? A computer does not work of its own because it is a machine. Yes or no? And we are human beings. We can work of our own. But a computer cannot work of its own because it is a machine. So we have to give instruction to the computer, and the instructions that we give to a computer is known as data. Okay. After giving the instructions to the computer parts process the data that we have given to the computer to give us result, that is output. To give us output, the computer works in it. Okay, so this is working of a computer. Okay, now let us move to the next point. How to shut down a computer. How to shut down a computer. How will you close a computer? Okay. Now students, how will you shut down a computer? Okay. How will you close a computer? See, to shut down a computer, follow the steps given below. Okay, you will follow these steps to shut down a computer. That means to close down a computer, you will follow these steps. Okay, first of all, you will click on the start button. Where will you find the start button? You will find in the window page of the computer. The first page that you will see when you will start a computer, you will find the start button there. Okay, I will show you later how will you shut down practically. First, let me tell you the points. Okay. First, you will click on the start button. Then click on the shutdown button. Okay. First, you will click on the start button. After that, clicking on the start button, you will get the option to shut down. Then you will click on the shutdown button and wait until the screen turns black. And wait until the screen turns black. The written on the screen, wait until and unless the written on the screen goes black. Okay. After that, switch off the main power button. That means switch off the button in your monitor and then on the main switchboard. Okay. So these are the steps to shut down a computer. First, what will you do? You will click on the start button in the window page of your monitor screen. First page, in the first home page of your monitor screen. Okay, there you will find, after clicking on the start button, you will find shutdown option. You will click in the shutdown option and then you will wait until the screen turns black. Okay, after that you will switch off the main power button. You will switch off the button in the monitor and of the main switch power button. Okay, so these are the steps to shut down a computer. But students, before switching off the computer, close all the work that you have done in your computer. The work that you have done in your computer, you have to close all the work before shutting down a computer, before closing a computer. Understood? Now, I will show you practically how to start a computer and how to shut down a computer. Okay. Now students, we will learn use of a computer in different fields. Where are computer used? In which fields are computer used? Okay. Let me read out. Computer nowadays are being used at various places to do many different tasks. Okay. They are used in homes, schools, airports, railway stations, hospitals, offices, banks, police station, etc. Okay. Now let us discuss about the uses of computers in details. We use computers everywhere nowadays. Yes or no? We use computers at home, in schools, in offices, banks, airports, police stations, everywhere. Nowadays we use what? Computers. Why? Because computer makes our work easier and it also saves our time. That is why nowadays computers are being used in every field. Okay, in every field. Yes or no? So now let us discuss about the uses of computers in different fields in details. Okay? So students, now computers, the use of computers at home. Why do we use computers at home? What it is written there? See, first point. We use computers at home to look for information about various things. At home, why do you use computer? We use computer to search some information or search some news about various things, about so many things. Yes or no? Your father, your mother or your brother might use computer at home to work. Yes? Now the next point, we can also book our rail, flight or movie tickets. With the use of computer at home, we can book our railway tickets, our flight tickets and movie tickets. If we want to watch a movie, we can sit at home and we can book our tickets. If we want to go to some another place, we can book our train tickets or flight tickets or bus tickets with the help of computer. Okay. Then computers are also used for entertainments. Computers are also used for entertainments like listening to music, watching movies, playing games, etc. We can also listen to music in a computer. We can watch movie in a computer. We can play games in a computer. Okay. Computer also help us to do our homework. Computers also helps us to do our homework at home. Okay. So these are the uses of computers at home. Now let us move to the next point, that is computers in schools. Okay. So students, what it is written there, see. Computers are used in schools to maintain records of the students, teachers and fees. Computers are also used to teach students. Timetables and presentations can be prepared using the computer. Computers are also used in science laboratory. Computers are used in the library to keep the record of a book. In school, why do we use computer? We use computers in school to maintain the records of a student. How many students are present in the school? You can keep the record of the students, the teachers, about the fees. Okay. After that, computers are also used to teach students. Yes or no? We can learn with the help of computer. Then timetables and presentations, some notes or timetables are also made with the help of a computer. Okay. In science laboratory in school, we use computer to study. Then in library, we use computer to keep the records of the book. How many books are there in the library? We can keep the records of the book into a computer. So these are the uses of computers in school. Okay. Now let us move to the next point. Our next point is computers in offices. Why do we use computers in offices? Okay. Computers in offices are used to maintain the records of all the employees. The number of people that are working in an office, we use computers to keep the records of the people who are working in the offices. Okay. Second point, it is used for typing and printing letters. In office, we use computer to type and print letters. Okay. And then it is also used for sending and receiving emails. We can also use computer to send or receive an email. Okay. These are the uses of computers in offices. Understood? Now moving to the next point. So students, why do we use computer in banks? In banks, why do we use computers? We use computers in banks to keep the details of all the bank accounts. The bank accounts that you have in your bank, computer keeps all the details of the bank accounts. Okay? Then it helps in maintaining all the changes made in the account after depositing and withdrawing of the money. Okay? How much money you have kept in your bank, how much money you have took out from your bank, all the details and all the changes are done with the help computer. It keeps all the information of all the accounts that are there in the bank. Okay. Computers allow banks to provide ATM services and online banking. Computers also provide what? ATM services to the banks and online banking. I told you about ATM in the last class, automated teller machine through which you can take out money or you can deposit money. Yes or no? This computer allows banks to provide ATM services and online banking. Okay? Now next point, computers in hospitals. Why are computers used in hospitals? Okay. So students, why are computers used in hospitals? Computers are used in the hospitals to keep the records of the patients and generate bill. How many patients are there in the hospitals? And the bills of the patients are all recorded in the computer. All the records are kept in the computer. Okay. It also helps the doctor in performing operation. When a doctor is performing an operation, he needs a computer to work. Okay. Computer also helps the doctor in doing operation. Okay. Then it also used to make medical reports, clinical implications, research and patient monitoring. What it is written? It is also used to make medical reports, clinical implications, research and patient monitoring. Computers is also used in hospitals to keep all the medical records. Okay. All the clinical work that is done, all the record is kept in the computer. Okay. For the research work. Okay. And to look after the patient, a computer is used in the hospital. Understood? So now our next point is computers in police station. Why do we use computers in police station? You know now what is police station? Where criminals are kept, thieves and robbers. Yes or no? Yes. In police station, computers are used to keep the records of the criminals. The criminals that are there in the police station, computers are used to keep the records of the criminals, of the thieves. Okay. Then it helps the police in tracking them. It helps the police to track the criminals, to find the criminals. If the criminals are hidden somewhere, with the help of these computers, police can easily find out the criminals. Understood? The thief, the criminal, if they are hiding somewhere, with the help of computer, they can track their location and they can find out the criminals. Okay? Now, what are the uses of computers at railway stations and airport? Why do we use computer at railway station and in airports? Okay. Computers are used for tracking, scheduling, reporting and monitoring railway and aeroplane traffic. With the help of this computer, we can track, we can search. Okay, we can search about the information of the trains and aeroplanes, then scheduling, reporting at what time the train will arrive or at what time the aeroplane will arrive. We can search with the help of a computer. Okay, it also monitor the aeroplane traffic. Traffic means crowd. Yes or no? Crowd of vehicles. It is called as traffic. When one aeroplane is landing, the other aeroplane cannot flies off. Okay, it cannot goes off. Okay, that is why computer is used to schedule the time of train and aeroplane. When will they arrive and when will they leave? When will they depart? Okay. Then computers are also used to generate tickets and maintain accounting and financial records. Okay. With the help of computers, we can generate our tickets. We can make our tickets, maintain accounting. We can maintain the accounts and financial records. Okay, about all the monies can be maintained. All the monies and the fare that we provide to book a train or aeroplane ticket, everything is done with the help of a computer. Understood? Now, next is computers used for designing. We also use computer for designing, to design something. Computers are used in designing clothes, cars, rockets, aeroplanes and machines. To design our clothes or cars or rockets, aeroplanes or machines, we use computers. Okay, with the help of computers we can make designs. Okay, computers are used by the architects to design house. The people who design house, to construct a house, first what you need? You need a design of the house. How will you construct? How will you build a house? Yes or no? Computers are also used by the architects who design house. The person who design a house is known as architects. And these architects use computers to design a house. Okay? Now students, why do we use computers in hotels and restaurants? We use computers in hotels and restaurants to store information about the customers and to generate bills. It is also used to record kitchen stock. In hotels and restaurants, the billing is done with the help of a computer. Okay, the records of a customer are done with the help of a computer. Yes or no? If you go to some good restaurant, you get a slip or not of bill. How it is generated? It is generated with the help of a computer. Okay, this computer keeps all the records of the hotels and restaurants. How much stock is there left in the kitchen? Okay, how many customers are there? How about the bills they have paid? Everything is done into a computer. Understood? Now, computers in shops. So students, why do we use a computer in shop? Why do shopkeepers use computers? What is written there? See? Computers are used to keep information of all the products kept in the shop. It is also used to generate bills. Okay. The things that is present in the shop, all the records are kept in the computer. That is why a shopkeeper uses computer to keep all the records of the products that is available in a shop. And a computer is also used to generate bills, to make bills of the customers. When they purchase or when they buy something from a shop, the shopkeeper cuts the bill. Yes or no? He generates the bill. And how does he do it? He does it with the help of a computer. Okay? So, these were the uses of the computers in different fields. Okay? So, students, what did we learn today? we learned about working of a computer and uses of a computer in different fields. Okay, let us do a quick revision of the chapter. Okay, first of all, we started how to start a computer. First, what did you learn? How to start a computer. How will you start a computer? First of all, what will you do? You will switch on the main power button. Okay. After that, you will switch on the CPU button. Okay. After that, you will switch on the monitor button. And after that, you will wait for the window screen to appear. Okay. These are the steps through which you can start a computer. And remember, you should never touch the circuit with wet hands and you should not be barefoot. Your hands should not be wet and you should not be barefoot. That means you should always wear a slipper or a sandal while switching on the computer. Okay? After that, how does a computer work? How does it work? It works with the help of IPO cycle. What is IPO cycle? Input, processing, output. Okay? What is input? The instruction or the commands that we feed into the computer is called as input. Okay? The instructions that we give to a computer is called as input. Okay? And what are the devices used to give the input to a computer? It is keyboard and mouse. With the help of keyboard and mouse, we can give input inside the computer. Now, after giving the input, what does a computer does? It processes the input that we have given to a computer. Okay. Processing, the central processing unit does the processing. It works on the input, the information that we have given to the computer. The CPU works in it because CPU is the central processing unit, the brain of a computer. Okay. After working on it, it gives us the output. And what is output? The result that is displayed after processing is called output. The result that we get after the computer processes the information that we have given to a computer is called as output. The result that we get is called as output. And where can we see our output? What are the devices that gives us output? It is monitor and printer. Okay? Then a computer does not work of its own. Yes or no? A computer does not work its own because it is a machine. That is why we give instruction to the computer to work and later on it processes the instruction and give us the result. This is the IPO cycle. Input, processing, output. First you give the instruction to the computer. Then computer will work on it. That means it will process on it and after that it will give you the result. That is output. Okay? Then how to shut down a computer? After working on a computer, how will you shut down a computer? The first step is click on the start button. Where will you get the start button? You will get on the first home page of your computer. Okay? You will get the start button option in the first page of your computer, that is home page. After that, clicking on the start button, you will click on the option that is written there in the start button, that is shut down. You will click on that option with the help of your mouse. You will click it. Okay. After that, you will wait until the screen turns black. You will have to wait for some time until the screen. You wait until the screen turns black. And after that, what will you do? You will switch off the main power button. Okay. First, you will click on the start button. Then you will find an option that is shutdown. You will click on that shutdown with the help of your mouse. After that, you will wait until the screen turns black, and after that you will switch off the main power button. Okay? Before switching off the computer, we must always close all our works that we are doing in the computer. After that only you shut down the computer. Okay? Now, what are the uses of computers? We use computers in different fields or not? We use computers in many different fields like home, school, airports, railway stations, hospitals, offices, banks, police stations, etc. Nowadays, computers are used everywhere. Okay. So what are the uses of computers at home? We use computers at home to find some information or to search some information. Yes, to book our rail ticket, flight ticket or movie tickets. We can also listen to music, watch movies, play games. We can also do our homework with the help of a computer. Yes or no? Then in school, we use computer to study, to keep the records of the students, teachers and fees. Okay. Computers are also used in science laboratory. And computers are also used in library in the school to keep the record of all the books that are present in the library. Okay. And after that, computers in offices are used to maintain the records of all the employees. In office, we use computer to maintain the records of all the people who are working in the office. Okay. After that, in office, we also use computer to type letters or to print out something. Okay. And we also use computers to send and receive emails. Okay. In banks, we use computers to keep the details of the bank accounts. The accounts that we have in our bank, it keeps the details of all the bank's accounts. It also helps in maintaining the changes in the accounts after depositing and withdrawing of money. After depositing a money or after taking out the money from a bank, all the details are kept in the computer. Okay? Computer also provide what? ATM services and online banking services. Okay? In hospitals, computers are used to keep the records of the patients and to generate bills, to make bills. Okay. After that, it also helps the doctor to perform operations. With the help of computer, a doctor can perform the operation. Okay. And it also helps us in maintaining the clinical implications. We can do research in a computer, and also a computer keeps the record of all the patients and information about all the patients in the hospital. Then in police station, we use computer to keep the records of the criminal and thief. Police also use computer to track a criminal. Okay, if the criminal runs away from the police station, this computer helps to track them, and again police can catch the thief back. Okay. After that, in railways and airports, computers are used to generate ticket, make bills. Yes or no? Maintain the financial records. Okay. And it is also used in monitoring the railway and aeroplane traffic. Okay. The information that we get, the information of arrival of train or arrival of aeroplane, everything is done with the help of a computer. Then computers are also used for designing. We can make designs in different clothes, cars, rockets, aeroplanes and machine with the help of a computer. Architects, the person who design house, also use computer to design our house. Then in restaurants and hotels, computers are used to generate bills, to keep the records of the customer and also keep the record of kitchen stock. How much things are present in the kitchen. Okay? And after that, in shops, shopkeeper use computers to make bills and to keep the records of the stock that is present in the shop. Okay? So this was all we studied today about the working of a computer and uses of computers in different fields. Okay? Students, I will give you some assignments, some questions. You please write it down at home in your copy. You can find the answers in the slides which I have made. Okay? So students, these are the questions that you need to do at home. Okay? These questions you write in your copy. The answers you will find in the slide. You take help of your parents in doing your homework. Okay? I will tell you the answers. Okay? How can you start a computer? What are the steps? You write down the computer steps. How will you open? Okay? First you click on the main switch. Then you click on the CPU switch. Yes or no? After that you switch on the monitor switch. Okay? After that you wait for the computer to start. Okay? Then what is input? What is output? What do you mean by input? What do you mean by output? How to shut down a computer? How will you shut down a computer? Okay? After that, mention the uses of computers in different fields. What are the uses of computers in different fields? You write the names of the fields where computers are used. Okay? Then what is the use of computers in school? Why do you use computer in school? You write 2 points of each. Okay? 2 points of each. Then how can we use computers in the hospitals? Why do we use computer in the hospital? Mention any 4 uses of computers in offices and banks. Why do you use computer in office and why do you use computer in bank? You write the answer. Okay? Now, what is the use of computers in airport and railway stations? Okay, why do we use computers in airports and railway station? Why do we use? We use computers in airports and railway stations to track scheduling, reporting, monitoring railway and aeroplane traffic. Yes or no? To generate ticket and to maintain accountant and financial records. Okay? After that, why are computers used in shops? Why do shopkeepers use computer? Okay? So these are the few questions. You please write down these questions in your copy. Okay? In the next class, we will study another topic. So till then students, take care, study well at home. Okay? Be safe. See you again in the next class. Bye. Take care.